Okay.
Charles James.
V. Elman,
Madeline Santana.
Elsa Reus,
Geraldine Amendola.
Steven Stovis, Felicia Salazar. I think we have, except for tonight, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. And then, over the chair, we have
Appoint a secretary, since the secretary is not here.
She's on her way.
You're right, but we need to start taking minutes as of now.
Okay. Evelyn, you wanna, for 5 minutes, you wanna be the secretary? 5 minutes, 5 minutes. She's gonna take over. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Maybe
Okay,
today.
okay.
I just understand this.
Yeah, well,
Like with the pistol in your hand.
yeah, I mean, they just told me I was gonna, you know, I was gonna take a minute.
Trying to get the other. You need one more.
Okay, welcome, everybody. I'm very happy that we have a full house, almost, except for Trinette. She's on her way. We have a full house today, thank God. So, we have some guests here today. Let me see, start from this end. Brian Morera, he's the new,
6-6
elected councilman. And he wanted to stop by and meet us. He actually has 2 appointees in this committee, which is Madeline and I. So we're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, we're hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
And then
about
we
that.
also have, where is she? Oh, there she is. We have Detective, Marion.
Yes.
And I call you Miriam, I guess.
Yes, please.
And she has a quick announcement that she wants to make, and she wants to make us too.
Yes, well,
Okay, go ahead.
on a personal note, I wanted to thank you all for such a wonderful event in March, the Women of Distinction. I appreciate it. It was a beautiful event. Now, I am here today because May is Law Enforcement Appreciation Month, and the Public Safety Committee is working on promoting awareness of that fact that May is Law Enforcement Appreciation Month. And I wanted to share with you all the information. You could take one and pass it down. And part of it, how we want to raise awareness is by participating in Project Blue Light, which is, please, that'd be great.
Oh, I have 2.
Yes.
You
like that, perfect. So we encourage anyone to maybe put blue lights in their home, or at least maybe a little blue candle in your window.
This will be for the month
For the entire month of May.
of May.
Yeah, this is the first time that the Public Safety Committee is participating for this, but I was hoping, another committee came up with this idea. It was great. When they kind of held up their little candles for a picture. I was wondering if you guys
Say
might
one for Trinette.
would want to do that.
Thank
you.
This is great.
Everybody has it over there?
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody has one?
This first that, or you have to want that?
Trinette, let's see.
Okay.
Can I change the?
Absolutely. I think that, yeah, the soft blue is.
Yeah, soft blue, yeah.
Yes. Should I take it?
Oh, you wanna take a picture?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can take it for you.
So-
Yeah, please. I don't know if you have probably have better.
Oh, you want me, okay.
Yeah,
You don't want me in it?
You don't wanna-
Awesome. 1, 2, 3. I'll take another one.
Yeah, cause I'm.
There.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you all. Appreciate your support.
Thank you for your service.
I already have like 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
you.
Give this to.
I have a business on my house.
Great.
Okay, next, public comments, we have Nancy Matos, my old friend Nancy from the library and her blue hair.
Yes.
Hello. I can make this brief because I know you have to get back to business. I'm just here from the public library because we have lots of events and we wanted to be better at cross promoting our events. We have your flyer for your paint a picture with mom, but we wanted to know that to keep in constant communication,
for upcoming events, because May is Older Americans Month, and we've got a different, along with Law Enforcement Appreciation Month. We're closed actually on Friday because of that, and in appreciation, it's actually a county holiday, so the library and all county facilities are closed on Friday in recognition. I left a lot of flyers on there. There's a special event that we have on May 18th for those who might have lower vision. And so it's a tactile art program. If you have younger, I know that this month, this Saturday, your event is Paint a Picture with Mom. So we were gonna cross promote that we have a dinosaur day program for the kids, and on June 1st, we have our summer reading kickoff event, where we have multi-layered events. We've got a lot of county agencies like the fire department. We also have lots of different STEAM and lots of different activities going on, but it's from 11 to 2. So it's a lot of different things, but it's encouraging kids to stay reading during the summer. So we wanted to, it's the course committee, so we wanted to be able to cross promote and share the information, but also have you share information with us so we can disseminate. So that things come in, we have your flyer, but we have it this week. Be great to have it a little sooner so we can promote us in advance. And then just working in partnership, because we've been lucky to have been supported by the town for many years, and we've appreciated it. And part of the program that we have is in support because we have the grant from the EAB, so part of it is funded by the town. So it's us giving back and sharing, and everyone sharing.
We have an event in June, fishing
Yes.
with,
For Father's Day?
Father's
For
Day,
Father's
yes.
Day. Yeah,
So
so we
I-
would love to be able to promote that to you as well.
on the fly.
Anything that you can give to us. You have my email for many years, but I have business card again if you want me to pass that on.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I know that you have, I don't know if the library does it or the county does it. Friends of the library, and I know people that belong to it. How can you belong?
To be part of the board, if
Not the
I,
board, but is it a board?
they do have a board. But you can anybody can join the Friends of the Library support. We do fundraisers, ongoing fundraisers, but if you want, I can disseminate and forward that on to our community engagement and programming department. And they can, then marketing, and they can connect you, just like we connected you with Carmen Baker, who's in charge of authors, and we have. If we can't handle it at the local level, we always pass it on and make sure that we have that information, okay?
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, so,
I love having you here today.
yes,
Bye. You can come anytime.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I have one of those already,
Yeah.
when you were at over there.
Yes, because yes, we're trying to connect with all those committees and make sure that,
Yeah.
and if there's any gaps, because we had the Spanish guitar,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
It was awesome.
he's doing now, we're gonna have him bring in more current, instruments, doing up instrument headings, so he's bringing his electric guitars and mandolins and trying to. Yeah, so he's bringing.
Let us know.
Yeah, so we're trying to work with a lot of things with the youth and the teens. I'm a youth services specialist, so my specialty is the younger patrons, but it doesn't mean that we've got the crafty to me, Tai Chi, we have different things. So if there's things and gaps that you think we have, please let us know, so we try to get that in.
One quick idea, I went to the library fairs, few months back. And we met this group, they're the printers, society or something.
Yes.
They're fascinating, and, I would love, I don't know if we can do it as a committee, but, give you an idea, maybe the library can do like a little print shop, printing workshop. That would be they do amazing work.
If anything, if you
I'll-
pass me
I'll-
the contact
yeah,
info,
I'll
we
give
can
you
always.
information and we can work together.
Absolutely, that would be something, that's what we want. We want to
Okay,
work in
fantastic.
Did they get a hold of you?
No, they never.
They
did.
never did? But you took a card or what?
Yeah, no, I have the
Did you
information.
contact
No, I
them?
went online and they have all the information.
I mean,
We'll talk more about it.
Okay, but if anything, just forward that information, see what we can make, if we can't work.
Yeah, I would love the library to be involved because it involves printing and art and all that, so it's absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I talked to your boss,
Yes.
he's eager to, redo the town. So we'll talk more about
Yeah.
that.
The cow, and the cow.
Great, thank you, thank you.
Great.
Grace.
I know.
Okay, we're going to stay, but I know you have your kids and.
Yeah, well, no, I know that you have all of the things, but that's the biggest. We want to be able to, to work in partnership and.
Thank you.
We're all of town.
Wonderful.
Yes.
We've only been there 20.
Yeah, that's how long I know you.
I'm approaching 30 years at that branch, so that,
Wow.
yes,
That's
be-
wonderful.
that'll be a fun milestone.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll definitely.
so. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, before I go, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I had
What's-
things.
Oh, good to share, okay?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you.
I didn't know the numbers, so
Forget.
if I don't have enough of one thing, I could always.
It's always
Back
good.
in the day.
I'll be calling you about
Okay.
June event.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yes, sure.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
perfect,
Okay.
yes, because they reached out.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Can you?
There we go.
Yes, all I could-
Beginning and I'll start.
Yeah.
You can
So
share,
it's gonna be a
you can
big-
share
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm going to share with her the.
Whatever, yeah, whatever.
Felicia, I got public comments.
Oh, you have something coming? Go ahead.
I now have my special needs advisory board cap on.
Okay.
We would like to collaborate again this year with your Fourth of July event.
Yes, that was gonna be my question. when I
The
was
same, Century Room at Mary Collins. And we'll be providing headphones, fidget spinners and additional sensory items included in the room to help any person that needs a break from the outside.
Okay, fantastic.
Is there anything else you would like us to provide or?
No,
suggestion.
basically, I know what you did last year worked and we'll help you promote it. We'll add it to the
The flyer.
flyer. So.
And also our chairperson, John, would like to,
Was he back?
make announcements.
Yeah.
Telling people where to go, just like last year. And we're gonna have, this year, we're gonna have yard signs pointing
Yes.
and directing them.
Yeah, that's in our budget, the yard signs.
No, but special needs is gonna have a yard sign
Oh, okay,
promoting the sensory room.
fantastic.
Okay, any questions?
Any questions? No?
Okay, I'm done with public comments.
I got a quick public comment. if you don't-
Okay, you have a last.
One
last
very
word.
quick one.
Last word.
And it's just to say, number one, for those who don't know me, my name is Brian Morera. I'm your most recently elected councilman here in Miami Lakes. For those who do know me, hi. Mainly I've been coming around or starting to come around to the committee meetings just to see what's going on, listen, see any this is actually one of the few exceptions. This is one where I have to do no changes. You guys are definitely safe. But see where some appointments are needed, talk to the chairs about, what they need in their committee, both from a perspective of personnel, who should be appointed, but also what they need in order to make their committee function as smoothly as possible. I mean, this committee frankly is one of our probably top performing ones. You can see right away from the fact that we have a full house. So good on you guys. Keep up the good work. I'll tell you guys what I told all the staff members upstairs, which is you'll find I am a reader. I think I just shocked Felicia a little bit because, I had already gone through your minutes, seen what you guys were up to. So I'm very proud of you guys. Keep it up. You guys are critical to the town because citizen involvement is the way that the democratic process should work. So keep it up. Thank you so much. And, I won't be able to stick around for the whole meeting. I'll stick around to listen for a little bit. But at a certain point, I'll probably get called away. But thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for coming, yes.
Okay, any other comments? Seeing none, we'll move to the next one, deferrals, additions and deletions.
Through the chair, I'd like to make an announcement. I went ahead and I added to the chair's agenda items 7B and C. And then she brought to my attention that that wasn't the initial plan for the agenda. So I would like for one of you to consider removing those items from your agenda.
Which one is D, the CAC?
7B
Oh,
and 7C. Those are the ones I mistakenly added and it wasn't her
If
attention.
we have time, I will leave it in because I know he requested it, there was a missed, I put it in my revised one as the Sleeping of the Americas, because I know he's involved in that too, but let's to avoid confusion, let's, let's cross it out for now.
Which one we're crossing out? B?
Seven B.
Mm.
Let's cross 7B. And if we have time, we'll, discuss it, because we still have time for that one.
So we would need a motion on the table if that is,
Any
If we
other,
are gonna be
any
making
other deletions?
well, there hasn't been any deletions. Nobody's made a
Oh,
motion.
okay. So,
Okay,
I make a motion that we,
Okay, sorry.
okay,
I make a motion to delete item 7B and C from new business. Since it was not prior on the agenda.
That's
Second.
I second.
things. Yeah, because we have a lot to cover, especially with the 4th of July. And then this is gonna eat up into it, and we're gonna have to cut it off, and I don't wanna do that. Okay, any other,
We need to vote.
okay,
Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Non-motion passes unanimously.
okay. Okay, and please, if there's no change in our mind, just let's move on, because we need to keep the agenda going. Real quick, Elsa. Sorry, that might report.
So are we closing? Make sure we're all following this agenda. Are we closing deferrals, additions, deletions?
Yes, we're closing, deferrals, deletions.
Nobody else is adding or deleting
Please
or
don't
moving up
mess.
anything. I just want to make sure everybody's here. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, Treasurer's report, I hope you all have a copy. This is to report real quick, and I don't want to read the whole thing that I have, because I know you have it. The semi-annual report has been submitted and will be presented at the May 14th meeting. I requested us to give me a copy, so I know exactly what I'm gonna say at the meeting. I know the package was there, but in case there was any changes. You can email it to me, and if you have it now,
I'm sorry.
the report, remember, I emailed you that to give me a copy. so
I sent you a link of
the link.
of the report.
Can you send it again, because I'm having issues with my phone.
I'll
and
resend it
I
right
wanted to download something and the document disappears, so I don't know what's.
You'll have it in your inbox in the next few minutes.
Okay, thank you so much. The next item, we were gonna talk about it at the last meeting, but real quick. The town requested to remind the current members to abide by the town committee rules and not to have private communications, copying committees, and discussing topics that will be voted on the regular committee meetings. Clarification of this and other revised and newly amended rules will be discussed in a future meeting with the town attorney. I'm trying to see if, Lorenzo can come and explain to us, because I know they crossed out the issue of attendance, and I think that's a critical item. So, like I said, I'm gonna move on this, but we will definitely, meet with him or have him come and explain to us clearly what, because the rules have been changing and it's confusing to a bunch of us.
Through
So,
the chair, I want to be clear, the rules have not changed since January 2023. Those were the last changes. No, but I want to make sure they know, because you did mention that they keep changing, and the last change, I want to be clear, was January 2023 by council,
because I went online and I pulled out the rules. But then further down in the amendment, what was confusing to me is that the rules were amended, but I mean, when something is amended, that should be on the top, so people know what the changes have been. So when I read it, it was like, the mystery meetings, you're out, but now that was crossed out. I found out through another, a copy that I found. And that I need those clarifications, or they need to clarify for us. And the issue of not talking about the topic and some when it's logistic things that we already voted on, we keep talking to each other, all those things we will address in the meeting. So I don't want to dwell too much on it. Next. Request to town staff, to keep a file. Stuff like that, I've been requesting for you to give me, like, the reports and so forth. I think it's in the package of, the process of how to, checklist of the event document, what to prepare, what to submit, what to use. Also, this was discussed in the last, quarterly meeting. The chair quarterly meeting is to have the members need more knowledge about the sponsorship package. We need sponsors. I know this committee, I know there are other committees that have a lot of local sponsors, but not us. So we need to know how to, what the process is. So I will ask Al to help me with us and help you guys. Even. Also in the package, and I wanna, like I said, talk about it real quick, is the application that we, I don't think we ever voted on this to change it. I know we talked about it a year ago or something, and, but I think there's some people that have shown interest to participate. The name of the school aisle, what is it, some school that wants to get a cow, the people from the library wants to redo their cow. So we need to revive this program, and we'll discuss it further. I crossed it out for today, but because we don't have time. But it's something that I wanted to bring to your attention, that people are interested in having more cow sculptures and redo or fix whatever we have at the time. Last is the budget. We still have 39, our budget is 39,500, the same as the year 2022. And I know you mentioned something, Al, regarding something that we have to submit. That's the form that can download. So if you have it with you, we appreciate if you share it with us. The June, what is it, June?
I will resend it. That was in regards to the new fiscal year budget that you guys are here to submit it. And let the record show that I'm passing out a copy of your latest CAC budget.
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay, those are my comments. Let's move on to the next item. Send a picture for mom. Elsa, you have
Okay, paint a picture.
1 minute, 2 minutes to.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. Paint the picture for mom. We're pretty well set. I spoke with Diego from the farmer's market to confirm. And he confirmed that he'll have everything set up, all the tents, by 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So I was thinking if we can all be there by 9 a.m. would be great, because that way I have to see when the staff will be bringing the tables and chairs. He said everything will be set up at 8 o'clock in the morning. That he was gonna call and talk to Juan, but I don't know if Juan would be available, but we want to start setting up like the tablecloth, the easels and everything by 9 a.m. The event will be from 10 a.m. to 12. And then I was thinking of maybe having the town staff come at 12:30 to pick up the tables and chairs and the materials, because we're gonna have to do an inventory before we close the bins. I'll got for us 3 of those black bins, so that way we can get it a little more organized before they were in boxes. So that way we can keep it up, nicely. If anyone in the committee can help me and maybe do a sign that says paint a picture for mom, CAC committee, I would please, and then we want to tape it, like 2 signs per bin, and we want to tape it on the outside, so when it goes to the storage facility, that we have it, documented or,
Through the
show.
chair, just, you guys are welcome to do so, but if you wanna save yourselves the effort, I packed an old one that I believe Carousel used to use with you guys some years ago. It's packed in your bin.
And all
Happy
what
Mother's
side?
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
we
the
had,
same.
we had little signs that we hanged on the
Yeah.
side.
They're like letter by letter, like the happy birthday.
You have it, you have it?
oh, okay.
It's in one of the
You
bins.
have-
Let's
it,
go ahead
because I
and
was gonna
make
bring
one.
more, that's all.
One, an 8x10 sign, and then we'll tape it, like I saw over there, some of the committees have it that way. And we'll tape it to that.
As small as 8x10?
Yeah, because it's just to tape it on the thing.
Okay, so who's gonna do that? Just
Yeah,
he's gonna do that.
I think I just said there is signs.
Yeah, there's some
Already
from before, but we'll look, okay, we'll open it at the end of the meeting and look just.
Okay,
and see
thank
what
you
they
for the
have.
chair, just in regards to the comment of setup, so Juan has been made aware, I don't have confirmation of when, because unfortunately, Juan is not only attending the cultural affairs, he also works with the Parks and Recreation, so we do have to be flexible in terms of when he's arriving to set up and break down. So as soon as I have a window, I'm gonna ask him to give me a window of time, I'll send you guys an email so that you are aware.
Okay, but we have to be already set up by 10 o'clock when people start
course.
arriving.
Yes, but I don't know exactly, because you're saying you said 9, I don't know if it'll be by 9.
By 9.
Yeah.
Well, at 9, the committee will be there. So that way we can start, he's bringing everything, right? The
Yeah.
supplies, everything. Okay.
I will share an email with you guys by tomorrow.
Please let us-
And I'll ask him to give me a window so you guys are aware of
Okay.
what the window is. But he knows that the event starts at 10 a.m.
Okay, and Diego will be all set up if you tell him by 8 a.m. Everything as far as the tents are set up.
Right, but you guys have been having that communication with him. Do you want me to send him a reminder to have it set up by 8?
Diego?
Right,
I
you were
just spoke
mentioning-
with him. I
So
just
he's
know.
taking care of it.
He knows.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
For someone who hasn't participated in this before, and I'm very much looking forward to Saturday to help out. Does the child come back to pick up, or does he walk away with his wet canvas? How do you run this?
Well, basically, the way we do it is, first they have to sign up. They go and register. Madeline will be helping with that, and maybe another person might be able to help it depending on the amount of people. But then they signed up. Then we have volunteers. I already have 5 volunteers from schools and plus us. We'll have a table, and then you have the plate, the paper plate, and then we put the different colors,
Like
the
a
blue, the
squeezer?
red, right, the different colors. Then we give them a brush, then we give them a canvas. Every child will get an 8 by 10 canvas. So they'll paint it, and then they'll put it on the easel, and they'll paint it. And then after that, they take it with them. So it's kind of like a flow. You do it, you finish, you leave. Then the next batch comes in, we keep a flow going.
And how many can you accommodate at a sitting?
Well, we have like 13 tables, more or less. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. per table.
Cute.
And believe it or not, it went very well. It usually goes very well. Because the children will paint. The only thing is that we have to keep it in mind that it's for the children. Because sometimes the parents want to paint, And we're like, oh, well, it's kind of hard to say to them, no, but in reality,
Yeah, they have,
it's
they have.
it's the
moms
children.
taking their
It's for the
pictures.
children. It's a paintbrush for the mom,
Of
for the mom. And then Evelise, would you be able to take pictures?
Yeah, she's a photographer.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful, because it's great. We could give it to the town and we could give it to the Laker. The Laker is interested in pictures too, photograph.
And it's a treasure that the mother will keep forever after.
Oh, yes, I have the one that my granddaughter painted for me 5 years
I
ago.
have from my little
that
children
event.
who are big
Yeah.
adults today.
So.
Can I make a quick comment? Considering the treasured aspect of this 8 by 10 canvas, I have found in my personal collection of treasures that if you don't date it, you've kind of lost track of it, even a year or two down the road. I have from little children, and when I go through it with fond memories, I'm wondering, when did they do this, or what grade were they? So just a thought, a comment. If you don't care for it, that's fine, but here, just a demo on quickly, the children's painting. And then we could come by with just an Elmer's glue squeeze on the back and put, which I've dated here, a little, can't even find it, a little dated. So that when the child takes away their canvas, it's going home dated, and that treasured item is dated forever
But that
after.
would be in the back of the canvas.
back.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where.
It should be on the back because
Yeah,
the children
that's
are
fine.
painting it, yeah.
If you'd
Yeah,
like
not on
that,
top of
I
it
have
and-
the flowers, I've been working on it.
Okay,
If
you
not,
might be in
that's
charge of
fine
that.
also, just a
Great idea.
thought.
Or the other thing I was
Great
thinking,
idea.
if you have like a
A
marker.
Sharpie.
Yeah,
Just a
Sharpie.
Yeah.
We're almost sold out and that's 100.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a lot. So if you have a Sharpie. and then on
Okay,
the-
that's
what
fine
I-
too.
That's what I did
We're
with
at
mine.
99.
That's fine too.
99?
99.
Find out.
Oh,
So it might be easier just to get a Sharpie and write it back.
On the back, that's
Sounds
right,
good.
the year.
I just know that from personal, if it's not dated,
Yeah, I do
you
that.
lost
Chair?
part of the treasure.
Through the chair,
Yes, ma'am.
do we wash the tablecloth?
Yes, it's in the car. And I found more, red
Apron.
aprons.
Apron.
So we have a bunch of aprons now. So,
Okay.
the little red aprons, everybody, that's a tradition. Everybody wears a red apron,
Perfect.
like in the
Okay.
picture.
I wanted to know, who in the committee will be attending. We'll have an idea of the health.
Raise your
care.
hand, please. Take the names.
Just,
Okay, keep them raised, keep them raised.
Keep it raised, Charles. Madam, you know, yeah. I know. Okay, great, perfect, thank you.
We got the new pumps and the paint and all that?
We have all of that in the supplies, with the supplies, okay?
Just remember, we gotta clean them this year afterwards,
yes,
somehow.
Yeah, have the holes in the buckets ready to go.
so that's why I'm saying that at the end of the event, you know, please stay around, because we want to keep an inventory, right, Al? You asked me to keep an inventory, and I think it's a great
It was
idea.
a staff suggestion, yeah.
It was a great idea. Keep an inventory and then we'll see, you know, take turns. We're gonna be washing, you know, the things for the pump, so that way they don't get stuck. I got coffee from Dunkin'. I ordered it already. I paid for it, for the staff, the members. Or whoever wants it after we have our own, right? And then I ordered a box of the glazed donuts. Justin, please, if you will be able to pick it up, this is a copy of the receipt. The manager there, Susie, she knows, and she's gonna have it ready at 9. You know that Duncan right there in the corner, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Bring a lot of cream. The last time we all ran out of cream. Felicia will be taking the aprons, the bucket of water, the bucket for the
Buckets
water,
have 2 buckets, one for the
hose,
clean water, one
the
for
hose.
the dirty water, the hose.
and the tablecloth, the CAC.
tablecloth is-
Okay.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Perfect.
Anything else you
Registration.
need from me?
Hmm?
Anything else you need from me?
No, that should be fine.
Tablecloth, aprons, buckets, hose, what else?
Yeah, the music is sometimes.
Oh, the
fine, but
music, yeah, I've been,
The little.
rating,
thing.
I'll be the DJ.
And then the registration table, Madeline, and then you have the pins, and Madeline, last year, the minors, the young people that came from the school, Al had a form that she needed the parents to fill out. Correct, Al? Yeah, so then those forms for the parent, there'll be 5 students coming. And then you document it so that they could get their volunteer hours. And the transporting of the tables and chair, and that we already did. The CAC members, if you have your CAC t-shirts, wear it. If not, then you have the red apron, right? We'll give them the red. Okay.
And people will know that we are the official people, you know, seeing people down, helping
Right.
out, so.
Evelise will take the photos, the students, the parents to sign in. Charles and Justin to assemble easels. Thank you so
Okay,
much. I'm bringing
let's move on.
with you.
Thank you.
And then I think, you know,
I think
it
we're
looks
gonna
we're gonna have
We're
great
gonna have
weather.
fun time.
And it's
It's
gonna
gonna be
have.
hot.
Oh,
So-
the other thing is the committee that brought the books for the
Oh,
children.
They haven't responded to me. I text Mario from the EAAD, the Education Advisory Board,
Yeah,
and they have the
Oh,
books, but they don't have anybody
thank you.
to be there.
So
So
we
I
could
was
be there.
thinking, I was thinking if they could give us the book,
Yeah,
we can give them away.
yeah.
So I will
Wait.
get in touch with him tonight and tell him, you have the books, give them to me, and I'll bring them over to.
We'll bring them, we'll have them bring it to
or-
us.
or whatever.
Bring them to us and then we'll just put 1 or 2 people
Yeah,
from
we
the
can have
committee.
people sitting there
Just
and
sit
give it
there
out.
and give it to
The
the
other thing is,
children.
we were not gonna have the tablecloth, but it's okay.
We have the one.
We'll
The white.
acknowledge them.
That's fine.
Anyway, let's
Chair.
move on.
Yeah.
Through the chair,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have a question for Al. Al, how many new easels do we have? 'Cause
Because.
I only see the box and.
No, there's 2 boxes of those, they're in the closet, so I can't. but I will have them ready for you. And now that you mentioned that, I wanted to be clear because I did mention I'm not gonna be there on Saturday.
Right.
So I want to go through the event request form that Elsa submitted, which we did last meeting, but I just want to be extra sure in case you need anything else. At this point, this is all that has been submitted to me from you guys. So I already got confirmation from Juan. He is going to be set up by 9 a.m. He's bringing 2 coolers with ice, 13 rectangle tables to be taken to the event and set up. 26 chairs to go along with those tables and the box of supplies, which are those 3. You guys are gonna have to end up putting these in the big garbage bags because those 3 boxes were not enough for the amount of supplies you guys have.
Okay, no, I'll bring the people.
Okay.
Right.
And then, we did promote the volunteer opportunities on the town website, so I'm gonna connect the volunteers with Elsa, so you guys can meet up that morning. I'll provide the volunteer forms for the student volunteers, as you mentioned, and again, the 3 boxes have all the old supplies that they went through the closet and confirmed that you guys were gonna need for the event. I will send you the registration list because at this point, we're essentially sold out. You're at 99 out of 100 registrations. And then we did order water bottles, small kids juices, paper cups, 8 ounces, 200 of them, 200 paper plates, a pack of large trash bags, 4 rolls of paper towels, 80 wipes of sanitized wipes to clean up, the 3 black bins, plastic tablecloths. We bought an additional 40 canvases and additional half-gallon paints, 2 red, 3 white, 3 yellow, 2 green. And then Elsa already confirmed the Dunkin' Donuts purchase, and the farmer's market is providing tents.
Perfect.
Is there anything missing?
That's everything, right? Right? And then Juan said he would be there by 9.
I'll have it set up by 9, yes.
Perfect.
Okay, guys, let's move on. Next item, Father's Day fishing tournament, today.
Okay, so, from observations from last year's event, it was from 8 to 12. I think we discussed that and we should do it from 8 to 11 because from 11 to 12, it gets very hot. By that time, everybody's already starting to get tired. So we can cut the event as opposed to 4 hours to 3 hours. Now, other comments that we heard from people who attended were that they didn't have any porta potties anywhere where the kids, can go to the restroom. So normally we would just go to Mary Collins or to the, Burger King down the street. I did look into the quotes. One of them, I think it's way too much and a little bit difficult to set up what we have because I think you need to have access to water. It's, I think Iowa attached it to a prior agenda that had the picture of it. It's the ones that have, they look like traders and it has the men's and the women's restroom. And you need something to like, attach the water. That one came down to $6.95. I think it's way too much. Another more affordable option would be to have just a regular 1 toilet porta potty, the ones that is just a 1 stall. I don't think that requires any type of setup. It's just, you know, and I don't think it's gonna get that nasty because it would only be 3 hours. I don't know. I don't think we need anything more than that. That came in at $363.38. So obviously, we're gonna go over the budget that we have right now for the fishing tournament is the same as last year. We had $500. But from our budget, I think we have money left over from the Women's Cultural Fair event that already passed. We have like 317.06. So I was thinking if we can make a motion to move the 317 to the 500, that'll put us closer to 800. Now, thank you. Now, I don't think, you know, we should aim to use the entire budget. I just want to, you know, be safe, just in case something goes up a little bit, because with the prices, once you install it or something happens, so we decide to have a porta potty. Now, I did talk to One Stop. Those are the folks that provide the bait. They've been doing this for, you know, since I've been in the Cultural Affairs Committee. He volunteered to do it again. I don't think he sent the quote yet, Io. No,
Not
okay,
to me.
all right, but I did speak to him. He said he would match the price. And last time we had, I think it was 30 buckets with the little, the oxygen tablets for the fish, and it was the live bait. And he wasn't stingy with the fish either. He stays there with the bait and gives us sometimes even more. And his quote last time, if I you know, it was like 500, 530. I think it was 500, 530, but he hasn't sent me the new one, so I don't know.
Do we know how many people normally come?
Normally we have 70 who register and half show up. So the bait was more than enough.
How about the cost of the metals or what?
All right, so the snacks, what we did last time were the 2 boxes. The same thing we ordered last time will be about $54. The metals, anywhere from 40 to 45, depending which ones we pick. And I was for like the 10 categories, I think it was 9 or 10 metals that we got last time. And then the water, which was like $30. So the whole thing comes down to $6.59 without the porta potty. If we want to have the porta potty, we have to add an additional $363.38. And I was able to get a sponsor, so he's willing to do it. I was hoping we'd be able to approve it before so we can get more, more notoriety to the sponsorships, like for us to do the flyers, but he's still willing to do it because I think we would still have 1 more month and we could put it in the Miami Beaver with his logo. He told me, look, whatever you want. So if we're gonna have the porta potties, he can do that. If we want to do the bait, he can do that. Or if we have money left over, we can do like a raffle or sandwiches, whatever we decide.
Did he give a set amount?
I showed him actually the quotes for the porta potties, so he's willing to do anywhere from 300 to 600.
Oh,
Yeah, cause with the porta potty, it's 1,022.
Yeah,
We'll be over budget by 522.
right. So we're able to do it if we want to do it. If we don't want to do the porta potties, he'll still come in as a sponsor.
But in reality, if you shorten the event 1 hour, I don't think we need that. I don't think.
The only thing I've heard back from the folks, it's the thing about the restrooms.
That must have been last year, but we never had a.
Like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then the little kids were going into the lake.
If they're bored, then it's good.
Yeah.
It sounds like a father.
Okay.
That was,
Okay.
you know, but it's not too bad.
Let her finish her report.
yeah,
and then-
that's pretty much the report. You have all the information, you decide if we want to have it or not. Our sponsor will come in regardless, so he could do 300, 500,
So
depending
the
on.
sponsor is the guy that sells the bait.
No. The sponsor is a PI attorney, Joshua Hurst.
Yeah.
The guy who does the bait, he sticks around, but I didn't ask him to sponsor the event.
But it would be good if they underwrite the entire event. That would be perfect. If the event is $500 and he's willing to sponsor 500, then that means that we have. the
Yeah,
whole
we can
event
do that, but
sponsored.
yeah, that's not a bad, yes, because like I said, we don't
Yeah.
have to use all the funds, and we might have funds left over. Now, the difference is if we use a porta potty or not, will be the $363.
No, I'm sorry. It will be different because the other package is a total of 659.
Correct.
And then 363 will be a total of 1,022. Our budget's 500,
Oh, yeah, but I'm thinking moving in,
the
Will be the-
317.
yeah, the 317 from mothers.
Madam Chair, if
Go
I
ahead.
may very
Well,
quickly
let
help
me
with this.
just say something really quick. Just be aware that, yeah, we have money from the Women of Distinction, but we have the 4th of July coming up, and we don't have any sponsors, so the money, in my opinion, we could move it to the 4th, because we're gonna need it, that's our biggest event. I mean, the party is a great idea, but, it's like, before I go to the event,
Go to the
go
bathroom.
to the
Yeah.
bathroom, and so forth. He wants to say something.
Yeah, I just wanna say, very quickly, just to help you with your math, whatever Mr. Hertz contributes, my law firm will match. That'll help, pretty much make the event free, and then what I would recommend then, if you're having an issue where you're having 70 people show up and half of that, or 70 people sign up and then half of that show up, use the extra funds left over for a raffle that's done at the end, so that you get people to hang around and stay. And then I'll also
Yeah, we used to
do
do
it up to
a raffle
500
years
for the
ago.
4th of July.
Right, but last time we were so short, we didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
No, I normally get, the raffles, donated. And, they like that. They like that because they win something. They go out with something. And those who didn't win anything or didn't catch anything,
Yeah.
they
They
get
like that.
something. So, I would recommend Burnett, to do a budget on the paper, so, because we need to approve the budget.
Okay, so let's start first whether we're gonna have the porta potty or not. Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to approve, I think, the more economic one, which is the single $1, which is $363.38.
Do you need a permit for
second.
that? You need a permit?
Let's go,
No,
let's
I don't.
make sure a second before we go into the.
I second.
Discussion?
I
Anybody?
think that's a good idea. Do you need a permit for that? Because I know that when we did our festival, we had to have a permit for those,
I'm
so
not,
you have to check into that.
And that was fine too.
is there a charge for the permit?
Oh, yes. No, not only that.
It
takes
depends.
That's a lot, right?
Do you know more or less, like, if-
I know that we've had to pull a permit for one of the bigger events before and it was like $50.
oh,
But again, that's an estimate.
right, but like, if it's gonna be $300 and we're
No,
not.
no, yeah, it was around $50 last time we had to pull.
All right, so a vote, those in favor of the porta potty,
Aye.
Aye.
and nays?
Nay.
I think.
Two nays.
Oh, you have to record the names.
Yeah, let me
Make
get
it
the names of the
Elsa,
names.
Felicia.
So can you guys keep your hands up for the names so that we can write it down? You have
Justin, raise your hand.
4.
Hi.
That,
Wait a minute.
And how many in favor?
so
Okay.
name is Justin, Elsa,
Evelise.
Evelise, Geraldine and
Gerald.
Felicia.
Okay, who's saying no? Evelise?
No, I say yes.
Okay, no,
No,
okay,
I
guys.
think
Okay,
this
let's
was a
start.
no.
All right, let's start again.
All in favor?
All in
of the-
favor of the porta
Porta
potty,
potty.
$363.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6
Against the porta potty.
against the cost. So you
1,
have
2,
more.
3, 4.
Okay, Elsa, Felicia,
Geraldine
Geraldine
and
Geraldine and Justin.
So motion passes.
okay, so then,
Just send me a quote, please, and I'll work on processing the.
gotcha. I think I already sent it to you from last time, that was with,
Just make sure, cause, I wanna be clear, cause sometimes they send me stuff and it says quote, and if it's quote, I cannot process payment. It has to say invoice, and it has to have invoice date and an event. Like, it has to be very clear.
okay, so then outside of the porta potty, the other costs were the snacks, $54, metals, 45, and water, 30.
Total 659, you said?
Yes,
Metals 45, and what else?
snacks, 54, metals, 45, water, 30.
Is that a motion?
Hold on, I'm just adding, sorry. I get
129.
then my, oh, because of the bait, sorry, I forgot the bait. All right,
Yeah.
so the bait is 530, right? The snacks are 54, the metals are 45, water 30, porta potty 363, 38.
659.
But you guys, just to be clear, you did already approve the porta potty.
Yeah, I'm just doing the total budget. So the total budget will be 1,022.38.
Correction, 1,072 tentative permits.
Oh,
I would ask that we're
30
all
people
not
to show up.
talking over one another, please.
okay, so the budget is 1,022.38, right? And that's including the porta potty, and we're gonna add a tentative fee of $50 for the permit if we need one. It's 1,072.38. So I would like to make a motion to approve the 1,072.38 budget.
Second,
Discussion.
can we change the amount
Change amount, go ahead.
to 1,100, round it off? In case the permit is $60, we don't have to go back and vote and go back.
That's fine. I second that motion. All in favor of changing it to 1,100?
All right.
Any nays? Felicia, nay?
Is that the only name for the
Are
record?
we approving the
What
whole
are we-
budget? or
No, we're
change it?
talking about, she asked if we could just round it off to 1,100.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You
So
don't
let's
mind?
try the quote again. to be
Okay,
clear.
so to amend the budget for the fishing tournament to 1,100.
The second.
I second.
A discussion.
Yeah, where's all that money coming from? You're just gonna transfer from another event?
No,
it's
we have 500 right now without transferring anything.
Okay.
Brian just wanted to match Josh.
600.
Whatever Josh puts in, Brian's gonna match, so it could be 1,000.
Practically might work
or
out
600.
free.
Right.
Any more discussion before we close for a vote?
Let's vote. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
We can get the money, go for it.
You got my contact.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Attorneys are stepping up for my.
It's the news and Thank goodness, right?
Okay, thank you, Jeanette. Please submit that in writing so we have it on record. And use it as reference for next year. Including sponsorship, everything, detail like Martin does so beautifully. Just use a sample to do that. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Independence Day Council budget update and coordination.
So the update is that, we are less than 2 months out and, the committee has not discussed any quotes. I went ahead and just, to get started, contacted the old production company that we've normally used the last few years, Light Effects Productions. I shared those quotes with you guys over email. So that is just, they are holding for us right now. They have somebody else who wants to take the stages and they are giving me till tomorrow to give them a response. I believe where we last left off, where I think the chair made a comment last time, was that the committee should bring back quotes on whatever it is they want to approve. As of right now, the only expense that has been motioned and approved by this committee is the band, which was confirmed back like 6 months ago now. But as of right now, we are promoting an event and we have no details confirmed from the committee. So I would urge you all to please start motioning and approving what it is that you want to have so that we can properly promote this event.
I have in front of me copies that are provided. I don't know if all of you were able to access the link. And it has the 2 stages and the sound, right? That's the latest, because we have the old budget that is gonna be different, so that's.
Yeah, the one I sent is the 2 quotes for what would be this year.
For this year, which is just 2 items. Did anybody get a chance to look at?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one, I think it's, clarified for me, file is the first stage.
There's 2 stages. One is $10,440 and the other one is $13,815. Those are the only quotes we have on the table unless anybody else brought any other quotes that they'd like to propose.
And who was the one that we used last year? Them, the 10,000?
No, we used, the stage
From
from
the county.
Dade County. And then whatever they had, but I think it was like 8,000, 7,000, 6,000.
But this includes everything, right?
So they
the 10,000
normally include, so now you mentioned that, I want to remind you guys, I know some of you are new, so I want to highlight this because, 4th of July is a very big event with a lot of little details. So as I mentioned, you guys already confirmed the band, which is the Jackson Bun Group as a reminder. The Jackson Bun Group has for 4th of July.
No, how much?
For $2,500, they gave us a special rate that Felicia was able to work out. So I want to highlight the fact that yes, they are agreeing to come and they are confirmed. However, they have expectations of what they expect the committee to provide them for their performance that day. I'm gonna read it out loud for you guys. I'm happy to send it to you guys. So they require a stage large enough for 7-piece bands, and usually we contract out a production company, which is usually Light Effects. And he mentions in his email, sound company usually provides sound engineer, all speakers, monitors, mic stands, mic cables, and stands. Includes the bass line, guitar. They pretty much get connected and they work out the coordination of, all the specs and things that they need as musicians. Apart from that, they ask for food, lots of cold water, Gatorade, and ice coolers. Because it's gonna be hot, deli sandwiches and chips are fine. If there is hot food available, even better. Please provide a tent or covered area that the band members can sit at between sets. And then I want to highlight also that, as you guys know, weather, unfortunately, we can't predict the weather. Usually what's very important with the stage in the last few years that I've seen is that the musicians want to make sure that once they lay out their instruments, they're not gonna get wet. So you have to have the proper stage and you have to be willing to provide that so that they can perform. So that's all I would ask you guys to keep in mind as you confirm these details.
So, so we have two options here for the stage, which is critical. We need to order it by tomorrow, right?
Well, if you want any of the two that I provided, they're holding it till tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And I'm sorry, through the chair, Z has a question.
So according to our budget for the 4th of July, we have a budget of $11,000,
That's correct.
Yes.
but 10,000 and 2,500 goes over our budget.
Okay.
In addition to the sandwiches.
Yeah,
and-
so just so you know, the way that you guys have done it previously is, as Felicia mentioned, there's a consideration of you guys moving line items for events that you maybe haven't, that have passed and you have leftover funds for that's going. A really big one is sponsorship dollars. Last year you guys raised a significant amount and pretty much covered a good amount of your expenses.
I don't know if you have a
However,
copy of this.
I wanna
This is the one from
highlight-
Last year.
Yeah, I want to highlight the fact, sponsorships. So again, it is a big event. A lot of businesses will be interested in sponsoring because it's a good promotional, branding for their companies. However, if we don't have details laid out, I cannot create a sponsorship package for you guys because I need to know what we are promising. Right? I can't just copy and paste last year if we don't have details in place if things are not confirmed. So as of right now, there is no sponsorship package. All we have is, whatever it was last year, but I am not going out and promoting that because I don't know if it's gonna be the same events.
Through the chair, I was, what about the food truck?
Yeah, thank you for bringing up. So you guys have confirmed the band. I want to highlight the fact that town does take care of the fireworks. That is a separate budget unrelated to cultural affairs. And I, on my end, which is a fundraising effort, have already started confirming food trucks for the event. Normally, we can get close to 20 food trucks, so it is a good opportunity to raise funds and promote local businesses, small businesses. As of right now, we have about 6 confirmed, and they are already posted on the website for the 4th of July event. So that is one of the few details we already have confirmed, and it's already out there. And they've agreed to pay $200. So we already have 6 confirmed. We can confirm up to 20. And that's funds that you guys can use for your event as well.
Just a
So,
question.
I can start, that's what I was gonna ask you, if it's okay if I can start contacting my contacts. with
Yes,
food trucks.
I know we
I just didn't
talked
wanna
about it.
like jump the gun.
Yeah, I had mentioned that we had reached out to some vendors that had reached out to us, giving them an opportunity, but at this point, it's been a few weeks, so whoever's confirmed is confirmed, and now.
Yeah, and
it's-
I'll try to look at what you've already confirmed to just make sure we kind of have different
Yeah.
things.
The only thing I want to highlight is the farmer's market is crucial in helping us, at least in the last few years, when it comes to this event, so they pretty much, so it's okay that we confirm the food trucks, they pretty much coordinate with them day of, so they help us like park them and set them up, because they already know the event, the layout and all that, which is very helpful. For us, the only thing they ask in exchange is that we allow them to be the only beverage vendor, so just keep that in mind. And by beverage, I don't mean that others cannot sell beverage, just as they can, I mean, the beer and wine. They are the new beer and wine. But we do have other food trucks that do like slushies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Through the chair, do we have a itemized budget breaking down everything we need to do?
We have this so we can mark up. I mean, we don't. have
That's last
anything.
year's though, right?
Yeah, I know, but we were waiting for Al to give us more feedback, so we can use this. We want to use this and mark it up.
But do we have the
We don't have
updated,
the official one, no, because
we don't have anything updated?
we have to, we were waiting for the amounts.
Right, but sorry, when I did this, I had called up and got all the updates from the light towers. I don't know, we didn't do anything with flags, the yard signs, porta potties, all that, we had updated bids or proposal. When I put this together,
We have, I mean, whatever's in there, we can,
is this an extra copy?
you can keep that.
For the record, I just want to make sure we're all following along. What Felicia and Madeline are discussing right now is the proposed budget that was put together by the committee chair last year, which is the proposed budget for the event. So that's kind of what they're referencing right now.
Yeah, that's why, we wanted to put it in writing, And I recommend this for every event, so we know what we did last year and then we more or less project. Because as you can see in that list, Madeline, we had a lot of sponsors and then we calculated the number of, food trucks, so it gave us an idea of the estimate of how much we were getting, so. This is a good exercise to use yeah, we don't have the total amount, because we still don't have all the food trucks and all that, so. I mean, I think the way I see it, I think we can start promoting it. It's just that maybe by, we can have a special meeting, subcommittee meeting. We had, because we're short of time, I wanted to talk about it today, so we can gain time. So if we want to do another subcommittee meeting just for the 4th of July, we can discuss it in more detail, and then we'll have the total budget figured out.
I'm just worried we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the chair, could we talk to one of our commissioner elected official and see if we could get the stage again like we had last time? Is that
We could
possible?
do that, but Isle has a concern. He
No,
said that
You guys would just have to confirm that they can, I
Bring
guess,
it in.
match the requirements that the band has.
Yeah.
We would just have to
No,
pass that on
I
in
you
writing.
mentioned that last year.
There was a problem.
There was a problem with bringing in.
Yeah,
That
so
was
the-
that's my concern.
The only thing,
Logistics.
but it's not that you can't, I wanna be clear, because you guys have options as a committee, that's what you guys are here to, decide what you're gonna do about that. The concern last year, and again, we can try to talk to them, but I wanna highlight the fact that it became an issue, is that I believe it's the commissioner's office that has lent us the stage before.
Renee Garcia.
Yes, and we told them, hey, this is a big event, very important. We know you guys have other routes, but we need this by a certain time, because then artists need to set up and everybody else, it's just a trickle effect, right? If one doesn't work out. And they said, yes, of course, no problem. Hours passed and it hadn't been set up.
Yeah, that's what happened all the time, right?
And I guess it becomes a tricky situation, because when you're getting something donated and you're not paying for it,
It's kind of hard to.
yeah. We tried calling, emailing them, they said, yes, of course, but things happen. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's not that you can't, I would appreciate that if you guys would highlight that again, and hopefully it would go well if that's the route you decide to take. And then I also want to mention that even if you go with their stage, you guys still have a pretty hefty cost with the production company, because they're just giving you the stage. You still need everything else that goes along with the band.
Last year, it was 7,800.
So we're talking about what, 10,000 one and 13,000 another one, they'll do everything.
So just decisions for you guys to make. And I wanna, explain to the committee, because the chair just mentioned the promotion. 4th of July has been on the town calendar for months now, so it's not a matter of us not promoting it, it's already there. It's an event that really the residents already know, and everybody who comes out, but I do wanna mention that it has been on the town website. Any details that have been confirmed, such as the bands and the food trucks, are already on there. What's not on there is anything that has not been confirmed.
One more thing about the food truck. So you just need their insurance,
I'll send it to
Yeah.
you.
okay. And then is there a form, there's a form or anything they have to fill out to say that they're doing it and they're agreeing to the 200 or anything like that?
I would send them an email just detailing that out, and then usually if they're interested, they'll let me know, and then I can generate an invoice based off their billings.
So if I get somebody, I just send them your way.
Yeah, but I'll let you know what they need.
Just say that
We're charging $200. We
To
were,
all of them,
yes,
because last year we had.
again, Diego pretty much helps us coordinate. We don't charge them. We allow them to sell beer and wine, and everybody else sells whatever else they want. So yeah, we're charging $200. We did up it from last year, so that should help with your expenses just a little bit. And I want to say it's $200, but there's a lot of people out there.
And was 20 enough in terms of food trucks last
I feel
year?
like they're still,
We had 13 last year.
they're still lined up there.
We had 13 last year, I'm sorry, and it was for $75.
75 because they charged us the fee for coordinating. So this year we're trying to work out. We're just letting them sell, and that's the trade-off.
And charge for 200.
And we're charging 200. We've already collected $200 from 6 food trucks. So it sounds like everybody's okay with that market price, I wanna
I
say.
know it's gonna be a ton of
Yeah,
people.
it's about 9,000 attendees that we had last year, so there's enough business to go around for all food trucks. And I would love to add even more, but unfortunately, the space is limited.
Through the chair, what about the grant companies? They always sponsor the 4th of July. Have you heard from them?
I have not, but they like to see a sponsorship. That's usually what they ask
That's
for.
what we need to do.
So I need to recommend
That's very
Some place
important.
that We can proceed.
But I'm happy to, as soon as we have one, I'm happy to send it to all the old sponsors.
So we
And
had a
any
lot-
new ones we
had a lot of. There were a couple that at the last moment, that's why we need, what is it now, May? Um. We're ready, like,
Yeah, I need details from you guys, please. And I do wanna say something for you guys to think about. It is a big event. There is very big opportunity to raise a lot of funds through sponsorships. However, if you're not offering a lot of branding opportunity, then that limits your capacity of what you're charging. So just keep that in mind as you're confirming.
The package
details.
you provided, the sponsorship that we had last year. Is that it right here?
We had 3 levels. We had fun zone. Because we confirmed
Okay,
details for it.
this is the package that,
Correct, that was last year.
that she's put together last year. And, we sold out the title sponsor. Who was that?
The title,
Who was the title? last
how
year?
much?
That's 2,500.
The title was
Graham Companies was 2,500.
2,500.
So Graham was the ones that did that.
And the only thing we really promoted was on the screen and yard signs.
Which again limits how much you're.
Yep.
charging.
What about on the Laker, the ads?
No, because.
No logos?
Well, if you're talking specifically about ad space, then you're paying the labor for that. If you're talking
No,
about
no,
event
well,
coverage, you know, like
article,
normal
like I
articles,
said,
Article and
we can always ask them, but again, it's not confirmed, right? We don't, they usually do it to big town events.
Yeah.
But I can't promise that to the sponsors because I'm not in charge of
Okay.
confirming, like, I can't confirm that. We don't run the Laker, unfortunately.
Do you list the sponsors?
It's more about
on the-
branding.
On the social media for the town?
We do, so again, costs that you guys have to be willing to do upfront to then reap the benefits of sponsorship dollars. We can do a video recapping the event, which you guys have done in previous years. I don't think we did it last year, but I know it's been done in the past. That is an upfront cost, but we can highlight the sponsors in those reels, and then that's a video that can be posted to social media. But again, that's a cost.
Mhm.
Are you guys willing to do that? And logo branding is more on-site. It's not so much like flooding your social media. It's more on-site, brand activation from the sponsors. Are they gonna have tables? Are they gonna have, we've done, beach balls with sponsor logos on it. We allow them to give out handouts with their logos.
Mhm.
I think
Memorial-
it's more of getting in
Memorial
front of the
did,
people.
Remember Memorial last year? I think it
Yes,
was.
Memorial has been a previous sponsor and they've given out like kids,
Yeah, the little
trinkets.
light bracelets and.
Can we get
Bats.
fans or
Or
hats or things that people can use because it's hot outside?
Yes, we can.
The key here is a sponsorship. We
Yeah,
gotta work on the sponsor.
So we need to move on that.
Okay, then what do we have to?
What we have now as much as possible, and then we keep getting the other amount, so we know. We have an idea of the total that we're gonna be spending this year.
Madam Chair, we have a forum. Can we detail this so that Al can get going with the sponsorship? Whatever details Al needs.
What's
we
the-
can
the
approve it.
sponsorship?
I need you guys to confirm expenses.
Yep.
Because that is a detail of an event, right? Like if we're gonna have an LED screen or not, then I know I can put a logo or I'm not gonna put a
Yeah,
logo.
I think that's.
That's just one
that's a
example.
given. I mean, we had it last year,
Well,
and
but you guys haven't confirmed a stage with an LED screen, so it's not a given, and I can't go off of assumptions because, you know, this is a cultural affairs event, I need direction from the committee.
How much is the stage that includes the LED?
That has the
13,000.
13,000.
no, but the 10,000, does we have something on the screen? I saw something. Hold on a second.
The difference between the 10 and the 13.
It doesn't have to be a screen. You guys can get creative. You can hang up a banner, there's other ways to do it. Again, you just need to approve the expenses. Allowing them to activate a tent it's not a cost to you guys. It's a branding opportunity.
Because last year we had the different sponsors being shown on the screen,
The logos.
the logos, yeah. That's why I said we had it last year and it was included in the FX packet, whatever.
Right,
Yeah,
but you guys haven't approved anything FX related, so I don't have any details to it.
Do we have the space to allow them to put up their own tents with their own tables and
Yes,
chairs
yes,
and
they all do.
and bring all of them?
Not all of them, not
Swag.
all of them. I want to be clear that it's not all of them. Because again, you have to differentiate between the levels and what you're charging and the value of each level. If you give them all the same thing, then then
Oh,
what's the
well,
point? They can just give us anything.
Mhm.
yeah, the ones that we had last year were.
The higher fee.
The higher,
Correct.
correct, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so, okay, I'll make sure to add the tents. Do we have anything else?
The distribution of literature,
I would say the same thing.
the distribution of their literature.
Right, the same thing, but in the same thing means fund zone. I need you guys to bring up quotes and details. It's not just, because it's a cultural affairs event. So, for example, if you're saying the same thing, last year the fund zone. What are the details for the fund zone? What are we gonna have there? What are the expenses related to that? I can't just say fund zone and we don't have anything there.
And what was offered last year in the thing?
Last year we did, some, like the life-size board games.
Oh, yeah.
There's also additional opportunities. You don't have to stick to the same thing. That's up to you. I know youth activity sometimes does, they, mobile bowling thing and different things like that. We have a vendor called We Rep Fund that had reached out, wanting to get involved. They have a bunch of different things. They have bounce houses, they have mobile games, carnival games, things like that.
Now there's a fee for all of
Madam Chair?
Mhm.
But that's what you can get, a sponsor to just brand that alone is an
Right.
opportunity.
On the proposal from FX, does it include a DJ?
Yes, it does. They do.
Both of them?
Yes.
We had a DJ last year.
Yes.
Yes,
It was
because the
through
DJ,
FX.
the DJ norm, what you guys have done historically fills in between the bands on break.
it. Right.
And remember, we have to add food and tents for the band.
Yes, we did that last year.
So here's, just to help you guys moving on certain things that are required if we are gonna have, a big scale event. Our light towers, I know the officer mentioned 4 was what they would need for this year. Because it's got it to be a very big event. We usually do portable toilets additional to the ones that already exist. Because we use the ones that exist, we need extra janitorial staff there. And because we usually use the parking lots of the brands, we are responsible for cleaning up those parking lots afterwards. Last year, that cost us $1,700 alone.
Are we gonna be able to use the Boy Scout one?
So well, my understanding is now they own that, so we'll ask them for that as well. My understanding is that the rates haven't changed in terms of the janitorial of the cleanups staff right now. So you guys can gauge it at 1,700 for that. Bathroom quotes based on what Trinette has pulled for the other one, that gives you an idea of what it's gonna cost you. Light towers for 4, it's about $800 for 4 of them. And then you have the band confirmed for 2,500 already, but you know that that's a fact.
Excuse me. Last year, the portable toilets was 200.
Right.
Per one is 363.
Yeah, so it just depends, again, if that, you guys just need to approve.
Okay.
If you don't have quotes, I would suggest that you guys start, at least talking about the expenses right now and capping
And we also need waste baskets
per.
and.
That's provided by the, whatever.
Well, they charge you for it, or what we've done previously is confirm the sponsor to bring us the waste baskets to bring that
I
cost a little bit down.
remember, Z, did you get them to help us on this?
Yeah,
I
they
did, I
helped us
called
with
them
that.
last, yeah. So are you guys ready to take any action on this? Cause if not, we
Yeah, we need to.
We have to.
any motion?
Okay, so. we're gonna have a vote on this, rest of it?
I think we should at least move the money that we have left over from the other events into the 4th of July, so you already have that there.
Yes, please, that would be nice. So do we want the $10,000 stage or system, whatever?
Or the 13th,
No, the third,
there's one.
this one doesn't have anything.
No.
So 13th is the one with the screen.
The 13th is the one that has the sign.
That's the one. We can't move anything we have.
Now, I do wanna, this is me trying to help you guys. You guys, if you feel like that $3,000 is really gonna hurt you, there's other ways to get sponsor logos out there. It doesn't have to be the screen. The screen is obviously a very nice
No,
touch,
it's
but you
nice.
can do customized banners as well.
And the one that is the back row.
You can,
Yes.
which I know in the last 3 years we've done that.
I've used that before. And
Because
that's-
I remember one time what we had is like a huge American flag in the back. And then for the 10,000, it's just a clear one, then we can hang the. Then we can hang the flag, and then they can have banners. I think this is. You know, this is what we had last year, but, you know, the stage was different. but
And
this-
some of the sponsors have their own banners
Yeah.
too. Yeah, but they can.
So,
And
Yeah, but-
also you guys can confirm now just to get to the basics. Confirm the expenses of the basics, so we have an event, we get going.
Right.
And then as you start raising funds, if you meet, hey, now there's an opportunity to up the event, now you have extra things you can add at that point.
yeah, that's
Do the basic.
the
Yeah.
basics, yeah, let's do that.
So then I make a motion. Okay, that we start with the 4th of July. The stage. For the cost of $10,000. So we approve that one.
10,440, I think it was.
10,000, approximately $10,000, 10,000.
Yeah, the code is 10,440.
Okay, so 10,440. That's my motion to approve.
I second.
Second.
Any discussion related to that?
Question, can we add to it later or no?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
We can
okay.
always, and that's for any aspect of this event. You can always make it better.
Make the statement. Okay, perfect.
Anybody
And,
in favor?
Yeah,
Yeah, in favor. The motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nays, hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll confirm the stage.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, I make a motion. To rent 4 light towers. At an approximate cost of $800. For the event.
Second.
For the second.
Who seconded it?
Geraldine?
Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay,
Any nays, motion passes unanimously.
okay.
Okay.
Next item? I mean,
For you guys.
4th of July, any other item that we have to vote on?
Right, so I mean, and again, we can
Just.
put them together if you guys want.
portable
So that you're not
toilets
doing
and
one by
the-
one, but these are things that are needed if you're gonna have that amount of people.
Okay.
You need to allow for SFM, which is a litter removal company, the extra janitorial staff to clean the other bathrooms. And
That's right.
the portable toilets, janitorial, litter removal.
Okay. So I make a motion.
And if you want, Madeline can help you with the last year's, just based, if you don't wanna go based on that, I would suggest you cushion. Right,
Yeah.
because it goes up every year.
Yeah, that's the motion.
So it's portable toilet, litter removal?
The
And
portable
janitorial.
toilet, the janitorial, and the cleanup.
Yeah, the cleanup, the litter removal is more around the park. As you can imagine, that gets messy and around the parking. lots.
What was the total on that from last year?
17.
1,700 is a cleanup alone. Okay,
1,700 to clean it up alone.
Yeah.
And then what else was there?
and then the janitors
and the portable toilets. So I make a motion, okay? I make a motion that we approve related cleaning. Or hygiene or cleaning, for the 4th of July. The portable toilets, the janitors. The cleanup. I second.
But for how much?
No, we don't know it.
Well, you guys have to have it.
Well, okay, let's say, because how much was the
That
janitor?
is for inflation.
17.
You have
No, the
it.
cleanup was 17.
How much was for the janitors?
It's per hour, no?
Yep, 33 per hour for employee
800?
No,
Eight people.
No, per hour.
How many hours?
200, you should be.
264 per hour. 264 per hour.
No, that was for the that was for as a vendor removal. For janitors, we can keep it at around $200 should be fine. Per person, because they already have somebody there, we're just adding to it per person. No.
Total
The
200
eight-
for the whole event.
Just so you can understand, the 8 people are litter removal, that means cleaning up the garbage from the park and the parking lot.
Right.
Janitor is just for the bathroom that already exists there. And I will mention if special needs, something to collaborate with, if special needs is going to be using the indoor, maybe you guys want to talk to them about sharing that expense. So that's an idea to help you guys.
Yeah. And then the portable toilet, we figure how much last year?
So we're between 200 and 400 is what it sounds like.
Okay, so let's
So
say
just
400.
do 400 to be safe.
You're gonna have only one?
Four.
We did
No.
3 last.
We did 3 last.
Oh, three.
Okay, so let's say that, between the portable toilets, the janitors and the cleanup, not to exceed $2,500. I think we need another portable toilet.
And the motion was second by Geraldine?
No, I just made the motion.
You made the
Right now.
motion. then I
Yeah.
seconded.
Oh, you seconded?
Seconded it.
Geraldine.
Any more discussion? We're gonna vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously.
How much have we up to?
Oh, she said 2,500, right?
All of them.
2,500,
approved so far.
800. And 10,000, oh, hold on. 10,044. The stage, right?
20,400.
We're at 6, thank you.
We're what?
I don't
Oh, no,
know.
16,200.
That includes the band, right?
That includes the band.
Okay.
So it's 2,500, this is what you guys have approved, so far.
Band.
2,500 bands. It's 2,500 of the cleaning that we just talked about. 800 for the light towers
tower.
and 10,440
For the stage.
for the
and-
stage.
Yeah.
That's 16,240.
Aisle 15, what?
16,400.
400.
Whoa, 16,240.
200.
16240.
Can you clarify something for me real quick? So, like Charles mentioned, so it was $1,700 for cleanup of what last year?
So that's the cleanup of the park
Uh-huh.
and the parking lot area.
Okay, so we have still allotted that amount for this year.
You guys at this point have approved it, yes.
Okay, so then in addition to that, we also approved the janitorial services,
That cleans just the bathroom,
which is how much?
around 200.
Okay. And then you also said that we were going to pay $1,200 for something else, for the porta potties.
No. Between 200 and 400 is what you guys are allowed
Times
for the
three.
portable.
Okay.
No, not
so-
times 3, total.
So it's $400 for 4 porta potties?
For 3, we're gonna try to see if we can get, we can get for 400.
Last year was 3 porta parties for 200.
Yeah.
So now we allocated $400 to see, so the prices went up.
So that it could either get to the same or more.
Thank you.
Did you guys have any ideas if you wanted to keep the fun zone? And if you did, what cost are you willing to put there for games?
How much?
The town has like two things, which is the ring toss and the cornhole.
Yeah, we don't have a, I mean, we don't want to be too high in the park because people are way in the back watching the stage, so we need, I think what we had last year was good.
Okay, what about flags?
Do we have, we got?
Yep,
that?
we got flags.
The little ones, right?
Yep. Usually you guys order those.
Yeah, but those are not expensive.
They're not.
We have the flag.
Well, it
Last
depends
year
how
was
much you're
500.
ordering. How much you're ordering.
Huh?
Last year we had $500.
$500 for the flags?
Oh, everybody's saying no.
Think about that one. Got it covered.
Yeah, 500 for the flags.
$500.
Are you guys ready to commit to anything else right now? Do you want to bring back quotes next meeting? Do you want to see what sponsors come in? I will say the fun zone is a little sad and I think could use a lot of improvement for
Well,
better branding.
Whatever we want to.
Right, but if I'm gonna go with the sponsorship package out, I need to put a price on it now.
The fun.
And what's the sponsorship for the phone zone, the amount for that?
So we've done it varying on different events.
Right.
What we did last year, we can keep it out what we did last year. And see if we can get somebody confirmed at that price. However. An option is to also just put it out there and then maybe next meeting, if we have raised some sponsor dollars, maybe we can elevate it and then maybe
Exactly.
ask for more.
Exactly, yeah, I
Okay,
think
let's do
that's,
that.
yeah, let's do that.
I mean, at least next year we start planning 6 months ahead, or 8 months ahead.
No, this has to be planned at minimum of 6 months, 6, 7 months ahead.
Right, because everybody's doing 4th of July, so it makes it hard for us to come in.
Okay, so you have the details out, so that way we can do the
I
sponsorship.
have everything you guys approved, so I'll go based off of that, yeah, if you guys can work on it a little earlier next year, I think it would allow us to raise a lot more
Yeah,
funds.
definitely.
And I think you guys do need more funds to elevate the event realistically. So I'll work on that, but I would really request that you guys work on ideas on how to elevate the event. Maybe it could be, you know, without an extra cost, or maybe at a cost, we'll bring those ideas to the next meeting. Because, you know, I think this event deserves that type of attention from you guys.
And sure, we had 9,000 people there.
Right,
Yeah.
and then the band, please keep in mind what I mentioned about the band request. So if any of you could please make sure you're leading that effort and bringing back quotes for what the band is requesting.
I can help with them. I'll help with that.
I'll send you the email, so you have it in
The
writing.
email, yeah, and I'll see what I can.
I'll send you the band.
Any other questions, concerns?
The chair, can we volunteer to try to contact vendors to sponsor the event or?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Give the name
so
to
I'll send
us.
a package to all of you guys once it's ready, and you're
Yeah,
welcome
the
to share that package.
Looks like.
And I will share with the sponsors as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, I need to leave. It's 8:30. We all need to leave.
Is there a chance that you could send us a list of who sponsored last year?
Yep.
Please? That way,
Old sponsor.
right, the list of the old.
Send-
We
sponsors.
still have quorum.
Because I have some people.
Yes,
We need to
but-
get this resolved.
You do have quorum.
You do have quorum, but I will ask that you guys make a motion because the committee has previously
Yes.
requested that you keep it at
Okay,
8:30.
Can we make a motion to see, we have, I guess, how much do we have to cover on this?
One more item?
10 more minutes.
Whatever it is that you guys want
I guess quick announcements, nothing, you know, something.
So
quick.
can you, I'm sorry, just for the record, can you repeat
Yes,
the motion?
I'd like to make a motion to extend the meeting 10 more minutes.
I second it.
Okay,
Okay.
discussion,
Hold on, vote. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Aye.
I was jumping.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Against?
Perfect.
Okay, whoever needs to leave.
We have to take advantage, we have quorum.
Motion passes, I have quorum.
Long
Wait,
we have quorum, that's important.
Yes, you have 7 for quorum, you're good.
Okay.
See you Saturday.
We haven't
Thank
had
you all.
quorum in
Bye,
a
take
while.
care.
Yeah, I guess they stopped.
So, are we done with the Independence Day?
You guys tell me, anything else you want to
Okay.
move on right now?
Okay, anything else to add to Independence Day?
No, it looks good.
Okay, so we have a tentative budget that you're gonna use for the sponsor. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
everybody.
thank you,
Thanks a lot.
thank you.
We finally did it.
This one.
And then we'll talk more next time. At least we get this moving. So the next item is, the calendar. This one, I took out some stuff, just run it through, sign up for whatever you want to, be coordinating. And then we'll move to the next item real quick. The new business, Symphony of the Americas, we finally got a date. August 17th is the date that they can do. So I'm gonna go ahead, it has been very difficult to get in touch with these people. And we're gonna see if we can get an invoice from them, and hopefully it will be the same year, and we're trying to, again, I told them, give us enough time, because I wanna, get sponsored for this event too. So,
And through the chair, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. When you're talking about August 17 being available, that is for the band,
The band.
the artists themselves, okay?
yes, the
Not the
band is
church.
available on
Not
the
the church.
17th. Yeah, the church is ready.
Oh, it
As
is?
well. So
Yeah,
we're
they
both
told me, we're ready, give us, because they have either the 17th or, what they need to know exactly the day, so they can get the sound person there. for us.
Oh, good, good, good.
So I'm gonna contact, if we, I mean, this is not, I don't think we're approving the date, because the date is set. Is having the church coordinate with their people, and then we start promoting the event. We need the.
So we need to make a motion to approve this, or the cost, or
Well,
anything
you do need to go through details if you want us to start.
to the cost?
You know, we
I
can put it on
wanna put together a budget. Okay, real quick, I think the one that we had last year, but I need to know what they're gonna
Okay.
charge.
And in terms of registration and all that, that's kind of important so that we promote it out to the public.
Yeah, last year we had a good
Oh,
turnout,
wonderful turnout.
wonderful turnout. And, we're gonna get, the library to help us, because they're awesome. They put display books at the library, and they can, they have people there attend. So I think it's important that, again, we plan things ahead of time. This one is not our fault, because I've been trying to reach them out, and finally they responded. And, but we need to start.
It's one of my favorites.
Is very, and if we can get Mielgo to come, I mean, having an orchestra with a maestro is kind of like the past 2 years. But one thing that, Charles noticed last year, is they had less musicians. I said,
They
oh, they
did
have
have-
less musicians because they're being paid less. When we had all the bands, the number of musicians is what Charles, takes the price.
Yes.
So let's see if we can get, enough sponsors that we can have. And what is the budget for this?
The budget is,
Don't confuse it. Remember that there's two on there. So it's there's one that says concert on the fairway, and there's one that says concerts alone.
Yeah.
The one that says concerts alone is the budget, which is $5,000.
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. No, 5,000 or
Yeah.
5,000. It says concerts. only.
5,000, okay.
Historically,
So-
that's the concert you guys have
Yeah,
had for that
because
line item.
I think we, because there we have to, if we have food and we have, other things that we have to like.
So very important for at least promotional end that I need from you guys. Tickets, registration, what people can expect at the event, and the amount that you guys are willing to spend on.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say that, I don't know that it's correct, but on the musicians themselves.
Yeah.
So that I know that we're
Yeah, no,
approving,
but I'm
right?
gonna get on it, like tomorrow, because they've been doing concerts all this time. I mean, they're very busy.
Yeah.
And it's a
But I mean
different-
from the committees, and I need to know what you guys are willing to spend on this approving. What are you guys approving for this? For the musicians alone, so that when you send me an
Because
invoice, I know that it's
what
matching
did
with
we
what you
have
guys are
last year? I don't
expecting.
remember,
And I'll remind you that last year you guys went under the amount, like you requested them to go,
yeah, we
No.
asked them to lower it.
so.
Yes.
It was
Just,
like,
I don't know what you guys
was
want
it
this year.
3,900?
2,300?
I don't remember.
Was it
I don't
2,300?
remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'll give you the.
So you guys will give me the number next meeting?
The next meeting, or, I know we have to vote on it, right, on the budget, but I'll work on the budget.
Okay.
Okay, because I know how to go, I know why I can bring it, but, at least we had $22 in the way. I'm getting nervous. Okay. Any other, announcements?
On my end, I just wanna make sure you guys are invited, as you know, you're always invited out to town events, but, very important Memorial Day ceremony is going to be held the 27th. And there is gonna be, the Elderly Affairs Committee has paired up with, assisted living facility organization, and they are gonna have a senior day. All seniors are invited from all around the county, and that is gonna be on the 29th of May, which is a Wednesday.
The Wednesday?
Yeah.
And the Memorial Day is November,
No,
It's
May.
no,
twenty-seven.
but the first one you said Memorial Day?
May
Yeah, it's May
27th,
27th.
27th. Is that the one at the park?
Yeah, I'll
At the
confirm.
Veterans, I think.
Right now.
And we also received an invitation for the,
Over swearing in.
this, yeah. the
Oh, yeah,
ceremony
sorry, and yeah.
For Brian.
Well, I have to be there anyway.
Next week.
So it's next week, the 14th, I think?
Yeah.
The 14th.
Yeah, it's next.
Yeah, the RSVP. Ay, 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 ay. The RSVP, so you know when-
So the Memorial Day ceremony is Monday, May 27th at 11 a.m. And it is going to be, Mary Collins Community Center,
Oh, Mary Collins.
so inside. like I said.
Where is it?
Mary Collins Community Center,
What time is it?
Oh,
What time is it?
Veterans Park, but
yeah,
inside,
yeah,
How?
11 a.m.
11.
11.
Hold on, what are you asking?
14th, swearing in.
Oh, that's on there. Yeah, that's,
It's an email to it.
It's 14th, right?
it's the 14th.
Yes, next week, Tuesday the 14th.
What time?
At night.
Hold on.
It's a swearing in of Brian.
Will take place at 6 p.m.
Six.
Oh.
Hors d'oeuvres will be served starting at 5:30.
5:30 p.m.
Yeah, 5:30. Yeah,
What's on the 14th?
It's swearing in.
For
swearing
Brian.
in,
Oh, right.
and then we're getting our
For time,
report too, so
5:30.
if we get a good crowd of people there, I can introduce you to the council. Somebody's just, do
The
you?
what? 5:30?
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the chamber.
How much time?
This swearing in starts at 5:30, like they're gonna have hors d'oeuvres, and then the event itself starts at 6. And then we give a report.
5:30.
Through the chair, I'll take this opportunity, I'll just take this opportunity
7:30.
that we're talking-
Shake everybody's hand.
for announcements, I really want to stress the fact, I know you guys are trying to get organized for your upcoming events, but I really want to stress the fact that if we do not have quotes and we don't have estimates coming into these meetings, it's really hard to move on things. So I would suggest that whoever is chairing the events takes ownership of that. If any ideas you have, all ideas are welcome. At the end of the day, you guys will vote on it if anybody wants to propose anything new, but please make sure to bring up facts, back that up so that we can move.
Yeah, but we
On
need
these
them
ideas.
first, we need them first, and we were lucky that we were able to get it fixed. Budget, allowed, where's that list?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's being passed around.
I have my, you see for the little screws for the, you want to make a copy of this, or does that have a copy?
Can you guys just make a motion for the expense related to that? Alicia, can you make the motion
For 4th of
Um,
July,
For what?
the
for the
Hispanic.
expense, because we hadn't talked about that.
for the-
Paint a picture for mom, right?
Oh.
Hispanic.
Okay, you added or?
To reimburse.
Yeah,
And I-
okay,
Justin, you put
I'd like to
Hispanic,
make a
right?
motion
Yeah.
to add
Put it on, Justin.
the cost of the replacements, little screws to the easels, which is $14.95. Which, it's like 100, so hopefully we'll have them for a long time. So, just $14.95 is what the little box of, little screws for the easels.
Okay.
So, second,
Jeanette, seconds, any discussion, any questions? No? Approval, all in favor? Ayes?
Holiday
You're not
book
going to
reading is
pass
a
it
nice
around.
one. Yeah.
thank you.
That's to reimburse. To reimburse her for mom.
Because, when we did the inventory, they were all, yeah.
Oh, I don't wanna
Take a
be-
copy and you can keep that. What you say you were helpful, I mean, a picture and then, because I don't have a copy.
Just the chair. So we're
Okay.
looking for
Anything
somebody.
else? Oh, yeah, she's gonna. do
Yeah,
that.
the ones
We
we're
don't need
missing.
to, no,
No,
we
You
have,
can just bring that copy next.
yeah,
yeah, but we're missing,
we're
somebody.
filling out as much as possible today.
The holiday,
We've been doing that since November.
I know, that's what, the holiday book reading, there's nobody listed under that.
Holiday book reading?
Yeah.
Normally it's Charles, you want to still do
And
that?
Esther.
Esther is.
Do I put
I mean, I-
coming back?
You can put me in there on the book. reading.
Okay, I'm gonna put
The holiday
Felicia
book reading.
and
You want to be in it?
I always know him in
September.
Oh, she's gonna be in the adult book reading.
adult. I mean the adult, the book talk.
The book
The
talk.
book talk, okay.
I wanna make sure that we in there while we still have.
Oh,
our-
okay. So again, we're gonna discuss this, further at our next meeting.
Okay, I make it.
Okay.
I make a
Annette,
motion.
take-
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, thank you.
Another one. We gotta get the thing going.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, we
We're
haven't
happy that we had a full house today, and we got a lot of
Thank you
company.
guys all. I just wanna make-
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to come to meetings,
Thanks.
because otherwise we are kind of scared.
Completely understand.
That's a nice picture. I can't remember.
Yeah, the picture, yeah, it's beautiful.
And you got the one.
Thank you,
that
thank
I
you.
saw.
Yeah,
You said, oh, they tell her. thank you.
I'm just gonna share comments and I'll tell them that.
Okay.
if they
Yeah,
are
anything we can do,
interested,
fine.
Yeah,
But I'll make sure to get you the quantities just so you know.
yeah, most people are gonna say yes.
My mom is in
Don't forget to take your number, get it off.
I would remember.
Okay, good. You're almost having a good job. Everybody.
Well, something Alex is.